Thought I'd do a little video today about my boondocking setup. I come out in the desert every winter pretty much, spend a month or 5 weeks or so down here, and free camping. All you need to be is self-contained, and I've got a truck camper here that I come down in. I thought I'd give you a little tour. I've had this truck and camper for 10 years, 11 years now, and you know, they're older, but I maintain them all, and everything works great, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to come down here. You don't need a, you know, $70,000-$80,000 rig or more. I paid $9,000 for both of these things 11 years ago. The truck was $7,200 and the camper was $900. I found it on Craigslist, both of them actually, and had really good performance out of both of them. Very little trouble, and it worked out well. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you what I've got set up here. This is a 6-pack truck camper. It's an 8-footer, and the thing is just great. I mean, for one person, some people, you know, will even come down with 2 people. And in fact, the guy I bought it from, his wife and 2 kids, and they would take it to Mexico and all that. But that'd be a little too tight for me. It gets a little tight with just me and my girlfriend in there. But but you know, when I come down here, just me in it, it's great. It's plenty of space, not too much. You know, I don't need a big, gigantic 40-foot rig. I mean, I don't want to pull that down the road. And something like this is super easy. I do tow my car behind it, which is really nice because I have, you know, a car down here that gets good gas mileage, and I can run all over the place in that, and I don't have to pull up the camper and pack it all up every time I want to go somewhere. So it works out pretty well. But anyway, this is an 87 6-pack camper, and the truck is a 93 Dodge Ram 250, and like I say, they both are, as long as you maintain things, you know, there's no trouble. It takes a little work here and there, but you know, if I had something brand new, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I like working on things and maintaining them, and it's nice. In fact, even when I come down here, it's nice to have a little project. In fact, just the other day, or in fact, just yesterday, I had to fix my headlights. These headlights, the adjusting screws, they screw into plastic nuts. Now, I don't know why in the world they ever put plastic nuts on there, but after you know, 25 plus years on the road, that plastic gives out, and it happened in both of them, and they were aiming at the ground. So I was just able to run over to the hardware store here and get a couple of wing nuts and put them in there, and everything's back to normal. But it's kind of fun to have a little project like that going on down here. Anyway, I'll show you the inside. This is, I redid this a couple of years ago. In here, we've got the, so, you know, that's what I said about this thing. It's an 8-footer, and just, I mean, it amazes me what they can put in these things. And it's got everything I need in here, really. It's just, I can't, the only thing I don't have is an air conditioner, and I don't, well, you know, I don't have a microwave either, but I could put one in somewhere if I wanted to, but it's just, I don't need it, you know. It's fine without it. But so I've got a double sink here. I've got a closet to hang my clothes in, and under here I've got an inverter that I screwed or bolted to the wall, and then this cord plugged into it is actually the exterior, the cable that you would plug into a campground outlet. I plug it into the inverter so that I can have power to my outlets, for 110 volt power. So I got cabinets up here for food, and another one up here, refrigerator. Refrigerator works good. Got to have the torpedoes along. My bed's up here. This thing is super comfy. I've got some memory foam on there, topper, 2-inch topper. Really super comfortable. And I've got these vents. This is the an exit vent. I don't know. Can't imagine trying to escape through that thing, but I guess it's a legality. They have to have something like that. But and I've got this vent up here, more cabinets over here, all along here for clothes and whatever, and this nice dinette here. It's a nice big dinette, and that will make into a bed. If I want to, I can pull this table apart and put the table down here and put the cushions on top of it. And if you had another person that wanted to sleep there, but sometimes my girlfriend and I will put it down, and then we'll just kind of use it as a sofa, and we'll sit there and watch movies. I bring a laptop along, and I'll just set my laptop up here on the stove, and plug it into an outlet, and got movies on there. And what else we got? Under here is the water tank. I got my shoes crammed in there too, but here's the water tank, and it's about 30 gallons. And then on this side, this is in the side of the truck bed under here, I've got my batteries. And I got two 6-volt golf cart batteries in there, wired in series. And they are powered by solar, which I can't say enough about the solar. It's amazing, it's wonderful. They're so quiet. I mean, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything at all, and your batteries are charging anytime there's sunlight. And like, for example, today it's cloudy. It was raining all morning. It lightened up now, but as you can see, it's still cloudy and shaded. But I'm still getting 3.5 amps almost. And so even on a cloudy day, you're getting something. And my batteries are, I watched a movie last night, so I'm down some amp hours. Well, see, now I'm down 7, but I was down 11 when I woke up this morning. So see, it's charging even though it's cloudy. So it's a wonderful thing. I can't say enough about it. Okay, and then I've got a bathroom in here, and this is a wet bath, toilet, and a shower. And of course, when you take a shower, everything gets wet, but it's not a big deal. I've got some microfiber towels, and after I take a shower, I just wipe it down. It takes about a minute, and it's all dry and ready for the next time. And then there's a medicine cabinet there. This one also has an oven that I just use for storage. I never use the oven. I've used it a couple of times, but it's really rare. And heater. This heater works really well. And I've got a thermostat on the wall right here. Digital thermostat. Originally it did not have digital, and I went to digital, and that's been a big help. Here's the gate valves right behind here. So if you want to dump, I've got a hose you hook up to that, and it's probably about 30-gallon tank, and it's a mix of gray and black. It's just one tank for both, and that works fine. But I kind of wish I had a separate gray tank. Just because we've only got one tank for both. It fills up faster than probably normal, and but I can go about a week out here before I have to dump and refill the water, and really that's fine. After a week, I'm ready for a drive into town, and so it works out pretty good. So Yeah, it's a really nice little setup for me, and you know, I just hope this thing will last me forever because I don't want to get rid of it. To me, this is the standard, and I haven't seen much that measures up. You know, which is kind of amazing for considering this thing is 32 years old now. But anyway, now let's. Oh, look, we got some sun. Yeah, let's see how many amps we're getting now. 9, 8 to 9. So that keeps up. We'll get recharged real quick here. I've got 190 watts of solar up on the roof, and I've got them tilted, as you can see up there. That panel on top is an old one that it came with an old fifth wheel that I used to have, and I never hooked it up until I had this thing. And it turns out that that's a 40 watt panel. So I added 3 more 50 watt panels, so I've got 190 watts, and that is plenty for these 2 golf cart batteries and for the amount of power that I use. You know, I'm recharged by noon, even when I've been using a lot of power, you know, compared to what I normally use, which isn't much. Anyway, go up here on the roof and show you these panels. I've got them all wired in parallel, and they go down into the refrigerator vent there. And I put these on here, I think it was 2009 or 10, something like that, and they've just been working flawlessly ever since. No problem with them at all. And here's the refrigerator, and you can see these are the wires coming down. These are 4-gauge wires, and I've got them wired into a little circuit breaker there on the positive one, and they go down inside and they connect to the charge controller in there. And the charge controller is right in here. TriStar TS45. This is overkill for what I need. It's 45 amp charge controller, but I can't say enough about it. It's a great one. It has not even given me any trouble whatsoever. It's a PWM for those of you who are familiar with solar, and that's fine. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you got to have MPPT, but you don't. It depends on your situation, you know. For some people it's a great benefit, but for me it's not. It would be a waste of money. I'm not going to get into all that right here, but if you're interested in this solar and you want to learn more about it, I have a blog out there. It's rvsolar101.blogspot.com, and I go through, there's 9 pages of information there about solar and all about how to make your own system and put it together and figure out how much you need in terms of, you know, solar panels, batteries, what kind of wire, all that stuff. So if you're interested, take a look at that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I get about, that's another thing, the gas mileage. This truck, it's a diesel, 5.9 Cummins, one of the old 12 valve ones, and it gets about, with the camper on it and towing this car, I've gotten 18 miles per gallon before, but normally it's about 16 to 17. I'll get 17 without towing the car, but when I'm towing the car I drive a little slower, so that's why I don't use so much or lose so much gas mileage. But anyway, that's the setup. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next time.